Welcome back to C.HR with Stewart. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you're following the channel with your push notifications on. Today we have Charles Evans in the building.
Yes.
He is a professional basketball player. He's played overseas for about 10 years now.
10 plus years.
Yeah, 10 plus years. So we're going to talk about everything that he's done in his career along with what he's bringing to the city. So Charles, if you could introduce yourself.
All right, how y'all doing? My name is Charles Evans. Like she said, I play basketball. I'm originally from Springfield, Mass, born and raised, and I played at the high school science technology, Holyoke Community College, and middle school at Kennedy. Because when we were there, we were able to have like the little middle school basketball teams compete. So it was like a semi baby high school type.
That
thing.
counts.
So.
That is awesome. So yeah, so you were playing in the city, so you were at Sci Tech,
Yes.
right? So when did you know, you said you were playing all the way since middle school, so when did you know that you were had a love for basketball?
I mean, early age, when I was about 6. Realistically, 6 is when I actually started competing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And my mom, she would always keep me into the higher leagues. So I would play,
Nice.
even though I was 6, I was playing in the 8, 10 leagues and stuff like that. And as I got
Nice.
older, she would always keep me 2 years above playing against that in that competition.
Did anyone in your family play basketball?
Everyone in my family played
Okay.
basketball. But
Yep.
as far as going any higher than playing high school basketball, I wouldn't say no.
Oh wow, so you were the first one to play even college basketball,
basketball.
and then you went to play professionally after that.
And my sister, she was really good. She was really big. She went to Central, Nicole Evans, and she was like top girls basketball player in Western Mass.
Wow.
Legit.
That's awesome. So it's in your blood.
For sure, for sure.
Great. So when do you feel so when you finished up high school, how did you make the decision on where you wanted to play, at the collegiate level?
Well, I didn't have a choice. I mean, I was one of those guys that didn't do the right thing in school, and I didn't take school serious. I kind of, played around a lot, had fun. I had too much fun, and my grades weren't good. So I didn't have no scholarship coming out of high school, so I went to Holyoke Community College, and I played a half a season there, and we failed off again because of grades. But we was pretty good, I had a coach, Kevin McCaskill, who's really, really like a drill sergeant, father figure to us though that we needed, and he helped level my game up a little bit more.
Okay, so you played there for about
half a season in 05.
Gotcha.
Then from there, I thought basketball was over with because we all failed out, and eligibility, once you start in junior college, your eligibility starts.
Okay.
So the clock starts. So eventually I lost my junior college eligibility, and the way I got to Florida, my brother, my best friend, he's basically in the military, and he went down there, and I ended up going with him, and I went on as a walk-on to my Edward Waters College. I just went for a tryout, and then I ended up making the team, and they gave me a scholarship for 3 years, so I was able to get some time back.
Awesome. So you said that was Edward Waters.
Edward Waters College, which is now Edward Waters University. It's an HBCU.
Oh,
the first
nice.
original HBCUs, honestly.
Oh, wow. I did not know that, and that's in Florida.
In Jacksonville, Florida.
Awesome. Okay, so you played there, you said, for 3 years?
Yep, for 3 years.
Wow. Okay, so how does that then transition to you? Oh, before we get to that, what did you study while you were in school? Did you get your grades up?
Yep, I actually, I learned my lesson. So I promised myself that when I would go down to Jacksonville, I will not do the same thing I was doing in Springfield. So I said, you know what, I'm having a change of mind, change of heart, everything. So when I go down there, I'm focused. So I said, if I ever get the second chance, I'm gonna take care of it. And that's exactly what happened. I got a second chance and I took care of it. I ended up graduating Honor Society.
Okay.
So I'm in the Sigma Beta Delta International Business Honor Society.
Good for you.
And I graduated cum laude, and sorry about that, but
no, it's okay. It was a little while ago. That's okay.
Yeah, it's just been a while, and my major is business administration with a minor in accounting, because I know you asked that, so I was trying to answer that in it. So
wow, and accounting too, which is not easy at all. I think that's awesome that you were able to transform your academic career too. And still play basketball and get that done. So kudos to you. I hope that inspires people out there who aren't doing so great in school. Keep pushing. You can definitely turn it around.
Definitely.
So when you were in school, so you went from not being so great at school, playing a lot of basketball, to being, up there. You said summa cum laude, right? In school, and also playing. How did you balance being a collegiate level athlete?
I mean, I was focused. And a part of me, I was a little bit older than your average high school going into college type person. And I've been around the block for a little bit to where it's kind of like I've lost it. So it's like I'm hungry. Like I'm not gonna let this opportunity go to waste. Like I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna nurture it, and I'm gonna make sure I do the right thing. Yeah. So that was the main thing.
I love that you made that point, because sometimes I feel like, you know, when you're getting out of high school, you might be 17, 18 years old. You're still a baby. And some people need that, you know, obviously you had the time out of community college, but some people just need that gap year, just need that time to mature, experience life, and then get back in and be focused.
It's a whole new world, because you're coming from, you have different kids from all different kinds of backgrounds and stuff like that, older age groups, some moms, dads, all kinds of different people in college level. You don't realize it. You think everybody's on your level and just fresh out of high school, and it's like, nah, it's a whole new world.
Exactly. So I want to get back to your family a little bit. So you said everybody played, a lot of people played.
Yeah, my mom played. Yeah. My dad, he played regular, but my sister was really, really big. My mom she played at Putnam, and she put up a banner around her time that she played there. Oh, wow. So
that's awesome. So did they know, like, when you got the opportunity to go professional, were they like, yeah, this is what we've been waiting for this whole time?
Nah.
Really?
I was honestly behind like, in the background. I was in the background, more so in the background. I wasn't destined for it. Like I said, there was no straight path. Like even when I was 4 years removed when I even got back on the collegiate court. Right. And I was just, because I would not settle with my basketball career being ended at Holyoke Community College. Playing a half a season, I had too much talent. I always told myself that. But the problem was, even when I was in school, the reason why I was in the backdrop was because my sister was so good in her element that it outshined a lot of stuff that I did. In Sci Tech, we didn't really, do anything. Our record wasn't really that good, you know what I'm saying? We had talent though, but we played around with it. So
she was the star.
Yeah, she was definitely the star and got all the attention, so it's cool. I appreciate it. That's my little one, but you know what I'm saying? It helped me to understand my journey being in the background. I was supposed to be hidden. Because I was like that, that seed that was in the ground that just wasn't ready to come out yet.
Yeah, you were the underdog kind of in that situation.
I've always been the underdog. I love that. I'm glad you said that.
So what did it look like when you first had the opportunity to go overseas? Did somebody approach you?
So my junior year at college, my coach had called me in the back, and he said that he had a letter for me. So I opened the letter, and it was just an offer to go represent the USA in Italy. So I'm like, they selected 12 people throughout the country and everything. They had it all lined out and stuff like that. During the summertime, we'll go out and we'll play teams from Italy, club teams and all of that. And I was just like, man, and he was just like, just off of your stats and your what you've done so far. Somebody obviously was here watching and recruiting you. So I was just like, hey man, I appreciate it. Because I didn't focus on anything else but playing ball. I was free. I was playing happy. I was just like, if this is it, I'm satisfied.
Nice.
And awesome. I just gave it my all, and it shined to where it was catching the attention of other people.
Yeah, that's awesome. So then you get on a plane, you go to Italy.
Yeah, Italy.
And what is that like? Is there a culture shock? Does anyone over there speak English? Like, how is that?
So in Italy, they speak Italian. It definitely was a culture shock because, like I said, coming from Springfield, all I knew was Springfield. That's it. Florida, when I went to Florida, it was a culture shock because it was just like, man, palm trees, a beach,
it's very
all that.
Different.
So going to Italy now, my mind is just like, man, and it's real historic. A lot of buildings, nice building, the Colosseum, Rome, everywhere. I touched down all over the place. So I was like, man, this is different. And they speak Italian. The good thing about Italian is it's close to Spanish. Okay. So I know a little bit of Spanish, so I get away with some words and stuff like that. And we had a translator, so it was pretty solid.
Okay, to move around, I gotta ask you, and I'm gonna be honest, I would talk to my father before this interview because I'm not a big basketball fan, but he is. So I was telling him a little bit about the background, and he was like, you have to ask him, what was it like over there being black?
Yeah, I got that question earlier too.
Honestly, that was his question.
and to keep it real with you, Pops. And they took me in. They loved me for some reason. Maybe because I was, I'm outgoing. And a lot of the people over there look at me as the entertainment. So it's like, oh man, like you're a star kind of. But I'm from Springfield, so I'm humble and I'm just like, I'm just here to play, but I'm in awe from what you guys have going on. So it was like a perfect relationship, and that kind of like how I survived over there. But they treated the women, because I was over with black women as well. Like they had a women's team and a men's team.
Okay.
So the women's team was mixed. It was mixed between, you know, different races.
Yep.
But they treat the black women like hookers.
Oh, that's terrible.
It was pretty bad, but that's just what they're used to. So some of the girls from America, they was over there, but some of the guys was like trying to give them money and stuff like that, like in their face, and they're just like, no, don't approach me like that. Don't talk to me like that. Don't do that to me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, me and the fellas was like, nah, you gotta chill. You gotta realize we're in there. This is what they're used to. This is their culture. You know what I'm saying? So it's no disrespect to y'all. It's just you gotta understand what they're used to. But for the black men, they do like us and stuff like that. I did notice that some of my white teammates, they didn't take too well too. I will say that. Really? They didn't. And one thing I will say, what a lot of people don't know is the Italian television, they don't really watch like the stuff that we watch on TV. To them, all they really watch from America really is the news. Okay. So that's the only real media that they really get. Which could be a lot of negative stuff. And stuff like that. So they're perceived off of that, and I've seen that.
Wow. So you felt like you did better than your white counterparts?
Yes.
Essentially, like socially?
Yes, yes.
Wow. Okay. I was not expecting that at all.
It was different.
That was crazy. So the next thing I wanted to get to, so you traveled for 10 years playing with different teams. So we talked about Italy. How was Switzerland?
Switzerland is down the coast, so it's kind of like the same thing, but once you cross that border, it's a little different because we had to cross it or whatnot, and we had to go through, present our passports again and stuff like that. But it was the same. I don't think the language, because the money definitely was different. Okay. Italy was euros, Switzerland was francs. Yeah. So it was kind of like, or pound. All I know was really up on the dollar. So our money was not stretching real far over there, but if you get paid over there, it goes a long way over here. That's what that means. So the currency transaction.
Right, you had to hold on to the money you were making in that
over there. Then it's like, hey, you know, because the conversion rate was definitely different. And like I said, I'm kind of business savvy, and you know, I'm an accountant, so I'm kind of like good with numbers.
You knew what you needed to know going over there.
I will say this: the McDonald's was real expensive and nasty over there.
And nasty?
Over there, it was nasty because they don't cook with a lot of salt. So it wasn't salty and whatnot, and everything is fresh. So in our minds, we're Americanized. We're expecting the salt taste,
a certain taste when you have it. Yeah. And then what about Tahiti?
Tahiti was, man, I love Tahiti. I love Tahiti. Tahiti was just different. Like, Italy was more so the buildings, the monuments, and all of that. Tahiti was just life outdoors. Like, what I mean by that is beaches, caves, you know, volcanoes and stuff like that. So it was scenery and stuff like that. So it was really nice. And I mean, I got to swim in a cave. I never did it. Like, they treated me, I tell everyone, when I was over there, they treated me like as if a famous basketball player would walk in here, how everybody would act. Yeah. Oh my God, like that's that. And then I'm just like, no, I'm just a regular person, but I'm over there chilling with them, and I'm like, so come on. So we taking a lot of pictures. I got tons of pictures, and I actually got a tattoo over there. Like I ended up getting a tattoo with them and stuff like that, because this is like, nah. And they gave me the nickname Aito, which means warrior. Oh. In Tahitian. So I'm like, yeah, I wear that proud. So like, that's like awesome. That's my trophy basically. Yeah, that sounds like it was was that your top experience? That was my top experience, Tahiti. Yeah, man, I love awesome. Tahiti. Was there any advice? I mean, it sounds like, you know, to get to that journey, you worked really hard. You worked hard in school. You worked hard on basketball. But to someone who wants to have like a path similar to what you did and being able to play professionally overseas, any tips you would give? I mean, just find spiritual guidance. Okay. I found my spiritual place when I went to Florida. Like I said, I ended up going to a beach at night with my wife, and it was just like different, and the serenity of it caught me off guard. So when it caught me off guard, like I ended up starting, you know, going to church and stuff like that. But I was already mentally ready for it. I was mentally in that place where it's like, nah, you know, I'm about to really change things and do things the right way and try to, you know, live better and be better as a person, and whatever I get gift wise, I'm going to take care of it and cherish it. Okay. So that was like the main thing, and then it just helped me. Because I was lost. I mean, I was just really like lost, doing my own thing, no real guidance. I didn't have no real like father figure to really tell me how to move and how to operate and how to treat people and how to do this and that. So I had to figure it out on my own, but I was ready.
Okay.
I made up in my mind that I want to do this and I want to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome. That's great advice. So the next thing I want to get to is you came back home. You're back in Springfield, right?
Hometown.
And we got to talk about the ABA. We got to talk about this basketball right here. So tell us about what's going on with the ABA and 413 Elite.
So the ABA, 413, first of all, the ABA, they had a few expansion teams back in the day. Joe Newman and his partner started the ABA league. And at one point in time, the ABA was like the NBA, if not better than the NBA. So they had the NBA ended up taking 4 of the teams from the ABA and kind of dismantled a little bit. And Joe Newman kept the league. And what he's doing now is resurfacing. I think it resurfaced back in, I don't want to misquote the exact time, but you know what I'm saying. He resurfaced the league, and now he's really expanding it. Yeah, we have ABA Australia, ABA Canada, ABA Mexico, and I feel what he's trying to do is create a world league. So
awesome!
I was able to get ownership of the Springfield market.
Okay.
So now that I have the Springfield market, I named the team 413 Elite because when you're out of town and out of the country, people ask you where you're from. And when you say Springfield, they're like, okay, that's where the Simpsons from, or this, that, and the third. And it's like, there's more Springfields in the world, but not that Springfield, the birthplace of basketball. So I put the 413 on top of it, which is the area code. Yep. Because that's our identifier up here. So now you know it's Springfield 413. Look it up. So now when they go on their computers, they're looking it up and they're like, oh, okay, Springfield, Massachusetts. Yes, Springfield, Massachusetts. And the Elite stands for Elevating Life in the East.
Nice.
So that's an acronym actually, but it also stands for what it stands for. You know, when you think of somebody that says have Elite on their name, the first thing your perception is okay, is it top notch? Is it the best of the best and stuff like that? So
yeah, awesome. I love it. So obviously, you know, Springfield is the birthplace of basketball. So when I was reading this article that you have pinned to the top of your Facebook page, if anyone wants to read it for themselves, and I saw that this other group was fighting for the title of birthplace of basketball, and it was called Herkimer Originals. I guess it's Herkimer, New York. What is that about?
Okay, so I just learned about that this year, and this is one of the things that I'm battling with.
Yeah.
And another place is trying to claim that basketball started in their YMCA. The first game was played there in Herkimer, New York. I've never heard of this place in my life. No offense to anyone, but I never heard. So we definitely have a rivalry off the rip. Because it's kind of like y'all trying to take everything from us.
We have the Basketball Hall of Fame here. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
We also created volleyball.
And volleyball, right.
Just in case anyone wants to steal that.
And it's crazy because I played volleyball and basketball in high school.
Right. Because Holyoke has volleyball.
And Sci Tech had it.
And Sci Tech, okay.
So, but it's crazy, and it's just like Herkimer claiming that they're the originators of basketball. So I don't entertain it.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're here on the show right now to let y'all know that is not the case. Like.
So if you need a reason, if you from Springfield and need a reason to get behind this team,
yes,
let that be enough fuel to your fire that there's another place called Herkimer, New York, that claim that they are the birthplace of basketball.
Right, and it is just not the case. What are you expecting from this team? So is this team one that was already playing and now you're kind of taking ownership, or this is a brand new team?
It's brand new, fresh, everything brand new, everything fresh with it. So basically, I want to put my stamp on it because I have knowledge. I have hands-on knowledge, not just knowledge from a book or knowledge that somebody told me or this, that, and the third. I've actually went through everything I went through, and I realized it was for naught. You know what I'm saying? It's for something. Yeah. And this is what it's for right now. I'm able to take all my journey, all my life, and I played in the ABA. So all my life's knowledge from, especially in Springfield, I've been playing since 6'10", and I played in every single league in Western Mass, hands down.
Wow.
Every league as a kid, every league. Even as a young adult, I didn't leave Springfield until I was 20 years old. So I've basically been around, and everyone knows. But the problem with that is now I want to give it back to the world I love. So now I have the knowledge and the tools and the know-how to do it.
Right.
So that's my plan, to teach,
to coach.
I've coached too as well in the ABA. So it's kind of like, it's time for me to just say, hey, here's how to do it. So any young person coming up, here's how you want to do it. And I want to set the bar.
Okay,
I'm gonna set the bar high because I want more brothers and sisters from Springfield to take ownership, get ownership. It's out there, it's possible, but a lot of people don't know that because they haven't seen it.
Yeah, because they're not seeing from outside the city. But now it's like you can teach them from within the city, your experience of everything you've learned outside. So that is awesome. Is there, so the team is already chosen?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
I haven't done anything yet as far as recruiting with players, as far as tryouts, as far as any of that. Because what I'm doing is building the foundation first. Okay. I'm building and I want to make sure my foundation is tight. I've selected a few players so far, a few people, I'm sorry, not players. A few people, part of my board and stuff like that. So the announcements will be coming soon on 413 Elite. Awesome. Web pages and stuff like that. But I'm selecting the source and I'm building the foundation. I have my business plan, I have my sponsorship packages and stuff like that. So I'm really working this thing out before we even get started. So I want to make sure we do it right because we have to come in right. We're already against the odds for being a young African-American male and stuff like that. A lot of people don't take me serious. They don't think I know what I know. And I'm fine with that. It's not on me to fight anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to show and prove. We're going to let the work talk. Like my DJ, why not? 413 Elite. He says, just let the work talk.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're bridging on a good point because it's like, you know, being black in America, a lot of times you got to be twice as good. And you just can't let anybody have a reason, you know, and having all your paperwork, getting the board set up, all of that is going to make it so when people try to come at you any type of way, like, you're prepared for it.
And I even have core values. A lot of people don't like core values. Why you got core values? I have core values, and everyone on my team, if you're affiliated with 413 Elite, you will know the core values. And the core values is easy. I'll say the core values even here. The core values is basically elite, another acronym for elite. But it's elevate, leadership, teamwork, or integrity, teamwork, and excellence. Elite. So we will stand by that, we will live that, and we will breathe that. This whole organization, from a player, from the Towel Boys, to the owner, and everybody in between. So we're gonna live that, and each one stand for something, and it has the bio. I think I sent it to you though.
Yes. I'll make sure to put everything, you know, in the description of this video. Can you tell people real quick where they can find you and like if they're interested in hearing more about the team and being a part of it?
Yes, 413 Elite at Facebook, 413 Elite at Instagram, 413 Elite at Twitter, 413 Elite at gmail.com, and 413elite.com. www.413elite.com. That's the website, and you can reach out to me. I'm Charles Evans, and I would love for you to reach out to me because of the fact that I'm really looking for a lot of small businesses to work with, a lot of youth groups, a lot of everything, like outreach, anything that you have going, and you're serious about your craft, and all you need is a little push or boost or some kind of help behind it. I'm here, and I want everyone to feel like this is Springfield's team. Hashtag Springfield's team.
Oh my gosh, yes, I'm pumped for this.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm excited. I'm like, I don't even watch basketball. I'm about to go to these games.
I appreciate that, but that's what I need. And I want you, when you do come, I want you to experience something like, you know what? I'm coming back and back. Like now, I'm ready to rock the gear and chill out and do this and that. Like really hold it down because it's our team.
Exactly.
And I want that feel because I've been in teams before where we had that feel. Everywhere we go to, everybody in the city like, yo, yeah, you representing us. Like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. I want to bring that home. I want to bring that feeling home.
Absolutely. This city deserves it.
It definitely does. And the thing is, it's tough. It's not easy. It's not easy. Because like I said, I'm kind of fighting two forces. My own people and then the others. Yeah. But it's okay because it's like, I know if it can come together, well, I got the vision. I made it plain and it's set in stone. So I'm like, you know, if you want to be a part, please. I can use you. Have my back. Build me up. I'm your brother. Because what I do is going to help you, going to help you, going to help you.
Absolutely.
And everybody works together. We can create a mighty, mighty punch, right?
Yeah, and I love that. And I feel like that, honestly, you know, I appreciate you even like wanting to be on my show because that's all this show is about.
Well, no, I appreciate you. I watch y'all podcasts. I've seen the other shows, and I'm like, yo, I see what you're doing. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. And you grinding, you putting in the energy, the work, and you love what you do. I can see it. I can see it.
I do, because it's about bringing people together, and also just so people know who are watching, like if you are inspired to do something, there's someone out there, most likely from your own city, who's done it.
Who's done it, right?
You're not that far off. So thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
I want to say thank you all for listening to C.HR. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get this video to 1,000 views.
Oh, we're going to get 1,000 plus. We need to run this thing up. But also, before we end it, I have a gift for you.
Oh,
I always bring gifts, so I need to bless you with it.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. All right, you guys, I got my official 413 Elite. I'm gonna be rocking this. Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. I appreciate you.
All right, and that is all for the show. Make sure you guys also check out the ABBP, the Association of Black Business and Professionals. They are an organization of Black professionals and business owners in the area who work together, network, and share resources. Have a great night.
Respect.